So last week we had the underground plumbing and the underground electrical rough done. So now, new week, new time. Let's see what happens next in the construction of the pool. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Deanin It Yourself. If it's your first time here, welcome. To all my longtime subscribers, welcome back. All right guys, like I said in the intro, last week we had our underground plumbing and our rough electrical done. The pool is all wired up and the pipes are run for the lights. So this week it's a new phase in the construction, and I'm going to walk you guys through it and talk you guys through exactly what happened this week and what you guys can expect once you got all these things complete. Stay with me and let's talk about it. So continuing from last week, the guys came back and the first thing on the agenda was to backfill all the trenches. So they were making their way all around the pool using a bobcat, of course, to make this work as easy as possible. I thought they would have to bring in a lot of fill when they were going to do this. However, they just brought in some sand and they basically used whatever they had available. Oh, by the way, before I forget, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you guys are finding good value in this content, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button, share it with your friends. It definitely motivates me to continue making these videos for you guys, so you guys can follow along in my journey. And if you haven't already, don't forget, check all the other videos in the series where I go over the entire pool build from start to finish. Now, as you can see, the guys made their way around with the bobcat, pressing down and trying to compress as much of the trench as possible. Now, as they made their way around the pool, and for the most part, they did a pretty good job. Actually, I can't lie, they did a great job. My wife and I were getting excited at this point because the pool is really starting to take shape. And after they were done, the result was awesome. As you can see from the walk around, the pool is pretty much backfilled perfectly. Well, not perfectly. There's a couple of spots that were missed, I noticed, and as I made my way around the pool. But the team told me that everything is pretty much at the level where it needs to be, so that they can move on to the next step and not to worry about it because they'll get it. Little did I know that the next phase what was about to be happening was much faster than I expected. So since they were all backfilled, everything, it's on to the next step. Now, what's the next step, you may ask? Well, it's the connection of all the pool equipment. Yay! So in order to install all the pool equipment, the team had to come back again, and they made this little platform with some sand to level out the floor. And they brought in 2 concrete slabs that they put to use as the base for the pool equipment. For a sturdy support platform, they needed this. Now, once the slabs were in place and leveled, the guys came back out and cut all the pipes, and then it was time to start the piping of the pool equipment. The first thing they did was they brought in the heater and mounted it in place. So now this heater is what we'll be using to heat the spa and the pool. And I know you might be asking, well, why do you need a heater in South Florida? But it's something that my wife wanted, and it's something that I think we'll enjoy. So, I mean, believe it or not, the pool water in South Florida, it gets a little colder for you guys in the winter time. I guess if you want to call it winter time. So just having a heater was just another added benefit that we decided to kind of splurge on a little bit and add that to the mix for our pool. Now, once this was in place, the guys went around and leveled up all the piping, glued all the joints in place. By the way, I know what you guys may be thinking about the fan that they had out here, but trust me, it was really hot. And I definitely give props to these guys because they worked their butts off and they came in and did what they had to do. And as you guys can see, they worked together and they were a pretty good tandem. Gluing in all the pipes and setting all the valves in place and putting in the main piping to get the pumps, the filters, and all the necessary equipment piped up correctly and piped up to the specs and the plans based on what the design requirements were for this permit. Now, again, I'll leave a link in the description to the contractors who did all the pool work and the piping work. If you guys are ever in the South Florida area, need a good pool contractor. So far, we've had nothing but good things to say about these guys. I'll leave their contact info as usual and the coupon code if you guys want a discount on a pool, if you're thinking about it. Again, these guys were very professional. They came in, they did what they had to do, and they weren't wasting any time. They just came in and did the job. Whatever it was they had to do, they got it done, and the end results, they speak for themselves. As you guys can see here, all the pipes were connected, labeled very well. We had a variable speed Jandy pump installed, a filter, a salt cell, and the heater, of course. And everything came out looking very professional, and my wife and I were thoroughly impressed at what we saw, and we couldn't wait at this point to get the pool started. We were already thinking about jumping in and what we were going to do. Anyway, we wanted this thing to be up and running, and we were super excited. So now, once the pool equipment was done, the guys had to move on to the next step, which was to install the Limerock base. And again, they came in with the Bobcat, of course, and laid a layer of Limerock, which was pretty much to serve as a compact base for whenever they decided to do the decking. I can't believe I'm saying this, but they're actually getting close to the point where we're going to be start installing the decking. At this point, I was pretty thrilled, and again, these guys made light work of it using the Bobcat. They used it to spread all the Limerock all the way around the patio until it was completely placed and compacted as much as possible. Once the Bobcat was done doing its job, the electricians had to come back, and this time they were coming back to put in the lights in the pool and kind of wire up the lights in the deep end and on the deck as kind of rough install, as well as install a grounding wire all the way around the perimeter of the pool. And in order to do this, they kind of just went in with a little they had to dig a small trench by hand, and they went all the way around the pool and placed this kind of small copper wire. I'll give you guys a close-up detail on it later. They had to install this copper wire for electrical protection. Once they were done, here's the finished product, and as you can see, all the pool ground is all backfilled, the trench is all backfilled, and we have a nice layer of Limerock all the way around the pool, serving as a nice support base for whenever they decide and get ready to start the decking. They'll be all ready to go. So now, to finish up the job, the electricians came back again, and they had to do the last step, which was to finish connecting the grounding wire. As you can see, they're running it to the pool equipment, and then the next thing that they started working on was the automation and the final low voltage controls. So basically, they started out by mounting the Aqualink box, which is the brains of the whole pool automation system, and they started running all the wiring, which is the last step of the electrical phase of what needed to get done. So basically, to give you a rundown, here's what's going on. The control box they had to mount is mounted on the wall, and this serves again as the brains of the entire system. And in order to power the panel, they had to source the main power from the main breaker panel inside my house, and then they had to bring the main power to the control box, and from the control box then they go to the various devices like the heater, the various valves to control the spa, and the pumps for the pool. The guys were working non-stop again, as usual, and of course, nothing but professionalism. And as you can see, well, I don't know if you can tell, but it started to rain. South Florida, what can I say? Rain, of course. But this didn't hinder them in any way. These guys just kept chugging along and working their way around until all the low voltage wiring was installed and wired up completely. Once they were done, they cleaned up everything, terminated all the low voltage wiring, ran their test, and that was that. The final result, as you can see, is amazing. All the wires were run neatly. You can see them here connecting to all the valves and all the devices like the pumps, the heater, the lighting control box. Pretty much everything is wired up and ready to go from an electrical standpoint. These guys are pretty much complete, and the pool is wired. All the equipment is wired, and the low voltage is connected. Let me just show you guys a quick walkthrough of the whole project here for the low voltage. You can see the main control box is here, and as you can see inside, we have all the buttons and the controls for all the pumps and the valves, and we have the breaker that's coming in from our main control panel. Just on a side note, I'm probably going to use one of these spare openings to run some electrical power to a pergola on the side for a side project that I'm going to do later on, and I'm going to talk to you guys about that in the next video. So this is where I'm going to tap in to use as my main source whenever I have to run electrical devices in the future. Anyway, you guys can see here that the power comes into the control box and runs all the way down the side of the house to the side of the garage and into the main control panel inside the garage, where they tapped off and put a main breaker to supply the main power to all the pool equipment, which is in the Aqualink main box. And with that, it brings the week to a close once again. So to recap this week, the guys backfilled all the trenches, they prepared the Limerock base, they ran the electrical grounding cable, they installed the pool equipment, They installed the controls for all the pool equipment and completed the electrical work. A busy week, but nonetheless, they got everything. So as far as everything that needs to be installed for the pool to run, they're all complete and ready to go. The Limerock base has been prepared, so we're going to be moving on to the next step for next week. I don't even know if I should spoil it for you guys, but you probably figured out already. Yeah, they're going to start tiling and the decking, which is all coming up next. So obviously, stay tuned to that because I'm going to show you guys and talk to you guys about that in the next video. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button if you want to stay tuned for more of the pool construction videos that are coming up. Again, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I will catch you guys next week in the next video. All right, bye.